Hi artists! In this video, you will learn how to find your camera app to take a photo or video using your Chromebook. First, in the corner of your screen, select the launcher. The launcher looks like a circle. Next, the little window that pops up has an up arrow. You'll want to click the up arrow. Once you click the up arrow, you should see all of your apps. You may notice your camera app right away, or you may need to scroll through your pages to find the camera app. Once you find it, go ahead and click on it. This should launch your camera. You should see your face now. Once you see your face, you can take a picture by clicking the white circle on the side of the screen. You'll notice you also have the option for video, photo, and you can change the size of your photo, or the shape rather. On the left side, you'll notice some other options. You can select a timer, and like I said before, you can choose video instead of photo. For today's class, we're going to stick with taking a photo. Alright artists, now it's your turn. Pause this video, try what you just learned. When you're ready to move on, you can come back and play the video to find out the next step. If you don't get it the first time, remember you can always rewind the video and listen to it again. You got this. Alright artists, now that you have your photo taken, you'll need to go to your Canvas app. So open Canvas. Once you get to Canvas, you'll notice at the top you have two options. You can make a new drawing or you can choose New from Image. If we want to upload an image, we're going to choose New from Image. You should now see all of your files. In order to find the picture you took using your camera app, you're going to want to find your downloads. This will be along the sidebar. Once you locate Downloads, which is under My Files, click on it, and you should see your picture pop up along the side here. Once it pops up, select the image that you want. Ta-da! You should now see your picture uploaded to your canvas. Now we can begin learning how to use layers to draw and paint over our photo. Alright artists, now it's your turn. Pause this video, try what you just learned. When you're ready to move on, you can come back and play the video to find out the next step. If you don't get it the first time, remember you can always rewind the video and listen to it again. You got this. Once you have your photo uploaded, you're ready to begin drawing on top of it. There are many different ways to go about doing this. I'm going to show you a couple different ways. But remember, you're the artist, you get to choose. I'm going to start by coming over to my layers, which is in the top right corner, and making sure that I have a new layer for drawing. So you'll notice my photo in the background, and then this layer that has just the checkers in it right now is my drawing paper. I'm going to start by making an outline of my face, but instead of using black, I'm going to use more of a skin tone. So coming over to my palette, Custom Colors, and you'll notice that to make the skin tone, I need to stay somewhere between the red and the orange. Dragging this around until I see the color I want on the top left corner. And then making sure that my pen tool is on a smaller size for now. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to start by outlining around my face and being as careful as I can, making sure to lift my pen or pencil if I have a mark that I really like and I don't want to make a mistake. Whoops, I don't quite like that shape, so I'm going to click the back button here and undo it. Making a straight line there and a little curved C for my nose. Thinking just simple lines and shapes that I notice. Alright artists, now it's your turn. Pause this video, try what you just learned. When you're ready to move on, you can come back and play the video to find out the next step. If you don't get it the first time, remember you can always rewind the video and listen to it again. You got this. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint in the background of my skin tone. So the overall skin tone, I'm going to go back in and paint it in with a shade slightly different than the one I just used for my outline. So I'm clicking the plus button to create a new layer, coming over to my color palette, and shifting this just a little bit. I'm going to shift it to make it a little bit brighter. And then I'm going to come over to my marker tool and make the size of this tool really big. And then the opacity, I'm going to make it all the way opaque so we can't see through it. Tool's a little bit too big. I'm going to come back, change the size a little. I want to be able to stay somewhere within what I see here. And notice I'm coloring over the lines that I just made. But once we move our layers, we'll be able to see those lines again. Okay, coming in here. And I'm doing my best to not go outside of the lines that I've already made. Probably need to change the size of my tool when I want to go to my ears because they're smaller. Alright, coming around the arm here, coloring this in. And now I will need to change the size of my tool so that I don't go way outside the lines. Let's make it smaller. Alright, I can get my ears and then go back in and get my hand here. So once I've filled in the basic skin tone, let's see. Notice when I went back it deleted the whole thing because I hadn't lifted my brush up from the canvas yet. So if you lift it up more frequently, you can undo smaller parts. So let's take a look now. I have my skin tone, but I'm not seeing my outline because my skin tone is sitting on top of it. So to change this, I'm going to click this layer and drag it right below. When I drag this painted layer below the outline, you'll notice that we can still see the outline. It's really light because the colors are so close together, but this gives me an idea of where I can go back in and continue to paint in the different colors that I see. For example, the eyebrow. So if I wanted to do my eyebrows and my eyes, I would click a new layer, and then to create the eyes, I'm going to start with a white for the background of my eye, making sure my brush is small enough. And I'm going to color the whole thing in white. If you look at your eye, you'll notice the whole background of your eye is white. And then you can add in the beautiful shade of your eye color. I'm going to go ahead and make a custom blue for my eye, coming somewhere in here, which is not really what my eyes look like, but let's pretend for today. And making the size a little bigger, I want to be able to make just a dot. A dot. Oh, that's too big. Let's change the tool. Smaller. Dot. And a dot. And then if you look at your eye, you'll notice you usually have a small white dot somewhere in that color. So let's add a little white dot here. Dot. Dot. Awesome, and then you can continue to add the rest of the colors there. If I want my outline to be on top of this, I'm just going to click and drag it again so that the outline remains over top. Alright artists, have fun. Remember, you're the artist. You can choose to do this any which way you would like. Alright artists, now it's your turn. Pause this video, try what you just learned. When you're ready to move on, you can come back and play the video to find out the next step. If you don't get it the first time, remember you can always rewind the video and listen to it again. You got this.